Okay, I would like to read from Wei-Sun Choi's novel, The Jade Peony, set in Chinatown, Vancouver, BC in the late 1930s and 1940s. A year after I first met him, Frank said he was going to Seattle to sign up with the U.S. Marines. They were welcoming English-speaking Chinese. Max, the Negro coach of the Hastings gym, and the gang gave a goodbye party for Frank. Kiam and Jenny Chong went to it, and Frank insisted that I join them too. First, they had a 10-course dinner at the WK Gardens, where people passed around a bottle hidden in a paper bag and poured tea into the teacups. I got some cherry pop in mine, and Frank picked up his chopsticks and gave me the best pieces of chicken and duck and pork. After the meal, it was only about 7:30. All the guys, about 12 of them, went back to the gym to get in some early drinking in the back room. I went along too. The three women, including Jenny Chong, went first to her place to freshen up. Frank got a little tipsy, made a big deal of looking at his watch for the time. It was the gold watch old Yuan had given him to take away for keeps. In front of everyone, Frank made a big show of handing it over to me. "It's yours, champ, if I don't make it back," he half-joked. Ever since that time we had tangled in the Tong Assembly Hall, Frank had been calling me little brother and champ and killer. He let me hang out with him sometimes, and when Kiam and he went to boxing matches or rugby games, I was allowed to tag along. He had let me hold that gold watch now and again just to time a match or check how long it took him to do 10 push-ups. Frank was a little drunk and he put his arm around my shoulder, proud of me. I was beginning to win some of my exhibition fights, just like Max said I would. Frank kept holding on to me. I felt a little queasy. Maybe it was from the 2 or 3 swallows of beer that Max just a few minutes ago had allowed me to guzzle from his bottle. "Whoa," Max said, "don't hog it, just drink it." I thought it was great to get away with a gulp or two. Frank, laughing, pulled me even closer to his chest and pressed me harder against himself. In the joy of his affection, secure and clownish, he gave me a kiss smack on my forehead, cheerfully shouting to his gang of friends, "Hey, all you bastards! This is my little brother, Jung Sum, the champion yellow bomber." At first I blushed and laughed with everyone. Then all at once I felt the center of my body go weak. I began to push Frank to break away from him. He let me go. Maybe he thought he was acting too crazy and embarrassing his champ, but he wasn't. I was getting scared. I wanted him to hold me again, wanted him to press against me even harder and closer, but I pushed him away. I pushed him away. A warm, sensual shiver started inside me, rising from my groin and threading up my spine. The same feeling had come over me that time when Frank held me, rocking back and forth on the assembly hall floor. My mind reeled with distorted, sneering faces, including Frank's and Kiam's. I thought someone would see inside me. I waited for someone to expose me. I waited for Frank to turn on me, to spit in my face. Across the room, a camera flashed. My hands desperately tightened around the gold watch, the metal still warm from being next to Frank's body. Nothing happened. 3 of the guys raised more bottles of beer, shouted "Bon voyage," and then someone started everyone singing "For he's a jolly good fellow." The camera flashed again. And then fear abruptly, Sometimes a lightning bolt strikes the darkness, making visible for miles a frieze of housetops, trees and mountains carved against the sky, and you see at the same time your smallness against the immensity of the world. As Frank turned his muscular body to smile for the camera, he waved to me. Fear abruptly turned my spine to water. My fist began to shake. What if Frank caught on? Would I still be his little brother? Would I still be the champ? A hand touched my shoulder from behind. It was Max's hand, dark and shining in the gym light that spilled off the boxing ring. He neatly gripped my shoulder. Everyone's attention had turned again to Frank, who was singing some bawdy song about girls in the back of cars. Only that ebony hand could feel me trembling. "It's okay, Jung," Max whispered in my ear, a whisper not of warning, but of deliverance. "It's okay."